sunbathing to breathtaking. But one thing they all have in common is that they're unforgettable.
Yeah, how great can it be? It's just a hole in the ground. But you get there and it's like, wow.
It's a nice place to relax and rebuild yourself.
This is an exclusive private island, and it's just a total indulgence of a lifetime.
We're counting down the list to the top destinations on the planet, so get ready for a trip around the globe to experience 21 mind-blowing escapes. Kicking off our countdown at number 21, we're whisking you off to the Blue Lagoon in Iceland, home of the world's largest geothermal pool. In plain English, geothermal translates into out-of-this-world bliss.
The Blue Lagoon is a rather surrealistic scene in Iceland. You have hundreds of people that are populating this amazing, huge watering hole where steam seems to be rising everywhere.
The first thing that hits you is how cold it is outside because you're standing there in your bathing suit, but the second you hit the water, you kind of forget that, you know, it's essentially wintertime.
The water's 102 degrees, the air might be 40-something degrees or less. There you are, you know, head just poking up above like a periscope, and, you know, maybe your face is a little cold, and the rest of you is really heating up.
You notice it's got an iridescent blue color to it, which is part of the fun. And certain people have this sort of white mud masks all over their faces and some on their bodies, and you say, what is that? Where'd they get that? Well, when you go in, you feel the bottom of the pool, and you realize that it's this fine white clay.
The floor of the lagoon is kind of slightly disconcerting. It's rather squidgy. You can feel this mud going up through your toes, but it's very healthy, the mud, so because you smear it all over yourself, it's this anti-aging process.
The silica is very good for my skin. It's getting smoother and it's very healthy. I think it's the best place to relax.
Icelandic people love being in the elements, so they love running around when it's freezing cold, it's snowing, and they love doing it when they're drunk. So it's like, there's this sort of Viking spirit is still there.
There's never a bad time to go to the Blue Lagoon, and if you're going to be in Iceland, it certainly is a must-do.
The pool's steam-covered water gets totally renewed every 40 hours. Better yet, it never drops below 100 degrees. So go on, get wet. Even on the coldest day, you'll feel hot. Time to hightail it out of the Arctic Circle and set your global GPS on the Golden Triangle, where Thailand, Burma, and Laos all meet. Deep in the heart of nowhere, you'll fall into the lap of luxury at our number 20 escape, the Four Seasons Tented Camp.
Northern Thailand, the Golden Triangle, is one of these fabulously lush places on Earth. This is jungle. This is where nature runs wild with growth. You could walk out into the jungle there and within 5 minutes become lost and disoriented, and then possibly eaten by a snake.
Good afternoon, everyone. This Four Seasons Tented Camp is about as luxurious as it gets while you're still roughing it. They're outfitted with the most outrageous accoutrements. The food is out of this world. It's got a full bar. You feel like you're in the most luxurious safari that you can imagine. Another thing about the camp is that you train to be an elephant rider. So you spend your morning with the elephant trainer, Mahut's, and you learn how to handle your own elephant.
See the rope, balls on your hand, hold the rope, and jump. 1, 2, 5.
A ride on an elephant is hard to compare to anything else because elephants are so big. You're on this animal that could literally kill you if it just rolls over. But they don't. You know, they're these huge, gentle creatures.
For a beautiful and culturally enriching experience in the north of Thailand, you definitely need to go to the Four Seasons Tented Camp.
But escaping the rat race isn't easy. Guests must fly into Bangkok, then connect to Chiang Rai before meeting Four Seasons guides. Here's a question: is there such a thing as a new beach? Yes, and it's Since number 19, most of the Caribbean island of Vieques was closed to the public for over half a century. Now, you can explore its white sand beaches.
Vieques is just 6 miles off the coast of Puerto Rico. It's this tiny island that you can get to by prop plane or a ferry.